Hello everyone, welcome to Tech 60. As we saw in our last video on how you can build and deploy a MERN stack application, today we should be talking about what are the alternatives that we can have to deploy the app as easy as possible and what we can use for it. The last video I showed you that we will be seeing an alternative to Heroku, and today we are going to do that. I'm going to reveal to you what are the alternatives that we have for Heroku. First thing, I would like to show you what actually Heroku has done. Let's go to the browser and their web page for that. As you can see here, I'm currently on the Heroku website. We can go to their pricings and see here that the eco and basic model costs us $5. So this is no longer free. Earlier it was a really good option for developers like me who was willing to just try out their new apps. You can throw any your app, or let's say web developed React app or Node app, to Heroku and it will deploy it for you. It was really simple. Just with few clicks you were able to do that, but now it is not the case. Heroku has already started charging us for that, which is not so great for developers and let's say newbies who are willing to learn and deploy some apps for their own. So nothing to worry about it. We have certain alternatives that we can use, and I'm going to talk about those alternatives today. We will divide the alternatives into categories, let's say based upon how easy it is to deploy. So starting with, we will create categories, let's say easy, medium, and hard. Seeing the options, there are few options that I'm going to show you, and one of them will be of course the easy version that we will be using to deploy the last app that we had built, and we will see then how easy and how good it is, and very similar to Heroku, but most importantly it is free. So first app that I would like to, or let's say website that I would like to tell you as an alternative to Heroku would be an app called Railway. I will show you their website as well. The second one I would say would be Netlify. Third one, let's say it will be Versal. These are the three categories, or let's say three alternatives which I feel are very easy to use. And fourth one, yeah, we will talk about it. I will just create a box for it right now. And on the medium side, we can say it will be Render and Cloudflare. The hardest one that we have in our category is AWS. AWS is basically the Amazon Web Services. I have to but tell you that AWS is a really good source to deploy your web applications. It does not matter what kind of web application you have created. The hard part in using Amazon Web Services is you really need to get into the terminal side. You need to know certain commands, how you are going to execute it. Maybe we will do a video on it as well. It is possible to deploy your MERN stack application with AWS, but it's not as easy as it looks like. You even to deploy your database, you have to really connect your database to your front end using the terminal, and that's the part which gets really tricky. Okay, now talking about the final one that I'm going to use as an alternative to Heroku to show you and where we will deploy our web application is Cyclic, guys. Cyclic, it's such an easy web service which allows you to deploy your MERN stack applications, not just MERN stack applications, any application for that matter, and it is very similar to Heroku. You can just do it with few clicks. Let's now go and see the pricings for these applications that we have talked about. As we saw Heroku, I have for you open here Railway as well. We will compare all the web services that we are seeing here. Railway, it provides you trial pack where it will give you first 500 hours of usage or $5 worth of usage. It means The deploy shuts off when first limit is reached. So guys, this is not totally free. It means once your usage has reached the limit, it will stop working. You then ultimately will still have to buy a different plan where you will be able to then deploy your, or let's say continue running your deployed app. Then we talked about Vercel. Vercel is also similar, but this is not the best one. I know there are people who like using Vercel, but I'm not a really big fan of Vercel here. I tried deploying my Munstack application there, and it was not the easiest. Of course, not to forget, in all of the services that we are seeing here, you are able to connect your GitHub repo and directly use your code from GitHub and pull it into these apps and then deploy them. But like I say, Vercel, even though it is free, I do not prefer it. Then Netlify, this was also a really easy way. You for sure need to know what commands you need to use there. Maybe we will do a video on it as well. But I found it that it was better on deploying static websites, but when it came to dynamic, it was not that best. Of course, you see the starter pack, it is free. The pro ones is really costly when you compare it with the other apps, but of course you get a lot of more features, more bandwidth and storage. But yeah, you can try using Netlify. It is also a few clicks, but like I said, with dynamic websites with Node.js as your backend, it was not the best. Then you have Render is also something that you can use, but it is not the easiest way. It is like we divided it, it is on the medium scale. As you can see here, render is also something that you can use, but like I said, it is not the best one, it is not the easiest one. You would need to go through many points that you need to set into in order to deploy your app. But the easiest one, guys, it is Cyclic. It is free forever. You do not need to pay anything. You can deploy up to 3 apps. Your apps do not sleep. What does it mean? Even in Heroku, even if it is a paid app, if you're not using your app, it will go into sleep mode and your dynos will not be used at that time. But in Cyclic, your apps do not sleep. They will be always running. It means whenever someone is willing to reach your website, they will be always able to access it. It will not take a lot of time to refresh the page. The hourly limit is also unlimited. You have a really good compute power. API request is also not bad, I would say, for a developer or for a trial, even for small web applications. 100,000 per month API requests, it's good amount. You get a database of their own Dynamo DB for 1 GB. It's really great. You are also able to use your own domain. Let's say you buy a domain from Google Domains and you want to connect your uh, custom domain to the deployed version. That is also possible. We will also see that. I will give you a demo of it, and trust me guys, Cyclic is the best. In the next video, I will show you how we can deploy our app using Cyclic, how easy it is. There is a certain limitation to that. It's not that bad. There is also a way out of it. I will also show you that and how we can achieve it. And within few seconds, your app will be deployed. So stay tuned for it, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.